What's up, guys? It's your boy TGK here. Gonna give you episode 1 of the performance update on the Nike Adapt BB 2.0. Let's go. Now, I'm only gonna talk about a few categories. I might just talk about them on the fly. We're gonna talk about the fit, the lockdown when the laces tighten up, the auto lacing system or the self-lacing system. We're gonna talk about the traction, and then we're gonna talk about the cushion. So it's 4 things. Yeah, 4 things. So which one do we want to start it off with? Let's start it off with the fit. Now the fit, when I first put this kick on, I had slight little deja vu. The deja vu went back to the PG3s. Remember my issues with the PG3s where they lock down up top and the forefoot area of the kick, they'll lock you down up here, but in the back, the heel slippage was horrible. The fit's fine. True to size, you're good to go. It's just initially when I wore them, I was walking around in like some thin socks, so my heel was coming up, and I was like, that's why I wore thin socks on this kick. So then I put my actual regular socks that I would normally put on when I play basketball, and the heel slippage was gone. So that wasn't the thing. Fit is nice on this, and which is gonna lead me into the auto lacing, self-lacing portion of this. When I first put the kick on, again, it's taken me a while to release this video because I've had to play this in this basketball shoe a couple of more times because I just didn't feel like I had enough data in my mind to give you some kind of update, right? Now, whenever I tightened up the laces on these, I went all the way to 100. I don't necessarily know, what everyone else's number is, but I went up to the tightest one it could go to, and right off the bat, I felt like I lost all blood circulation in my foot. Now, in a way, that's a good thing. It's like, oh, well, these really tighten up. The thing is, they really tighten up right here in the, on top of your foot, and it's not like you can customize where it should tighten up in which areas. And I saw the homie on Soul Brothers, he made a really, really good, compelling suggestion where they should have certain sections where you could tighten up more and loosen up more. And I really think Sammy from Soul Brothers, one more time, I'll just make sure I said it. Sammy from Soul Brothers gave a really solid suggestion. And I think if they were to implement that to where certain sections of the shoe you can make, tighten up, that'd be really good. Because I think whenever I tightened up it all the way to 100, this locks up first, and then this locks up second, and then the top area locks in, and it's fine. It's just, I think over time, if they can develop something like that to where you can, tighten up wherever you want, it's gonna make the shoe a lot better. Now, did it work for me? Yes. I played in it. It hurt like hell. Anytime you're breaking in shoes, for the most part, they're gonna hurt like hell, especially when they weigh as much as these weigh. The support was fine. The auto lacing is fine. It locks you in. It's just you're gonna have to get used to how tight it is. Now, for some of us, we probably have more of a tolerance when it comes to how tight we want our shoes. To me, I wanted them as tight as possible, and I wanted to play basketball in them to break them in as much as possible. Now I can put them at the tightest setting, and I'm fine now. But that'd be my recommendation. If you get these kicks, put them at the tightest level, deal with all that blood circulation issues, and they'll break in for you. So now I got them at the tightest that they will go, and I don't have any issues with my foot. The only thing is when I first put them on, every time whenever I first put them on, I get a little leg or foot fatigue, but it'll go away after a couple of runs in these basketball shoes. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's taken me a while to release these because I really wanted to get an idea of how these actually work. Now let's get into traction. Traction. Let me show you this clip from the first night that I played basketball in these kicks. Here we go. So as you saw, the very first day when I played basketball in these, I was very worried that these are just going to be an all-time dust collector type of shoe like the KD12 Warriors colorway. Fortunately, that is not the case. It did collect a bunch of dust when I first wore them, and that court that I go to is fairly clean, and it collected a bunch of dust. So I just thought it was like a magnet for dust. Over time, the traction on this shoe is really surprisingly good. It's loud and it's good. And I guess for me, I've seen other YouTubers talk about where it's kind of inconsistent. I can see where it could be inconsistent if you don't wipe eventually, meaning wipe the shoes. I can see that. But because of my weight, because I weigh over 275 pounds, I don't necessarily have to wipe all the time because I'm pretty much pushing the shoe all the way to the ground and getting every kind of traction I can get out of it. So I thoroughly enjoy this traction on this setup. It is very solid and really can't go wrong. I mean, I think I made a mistake with reviewing 3 shoes all at one time: the Kyrie 6, the Jordan 34s, and now the Adapt BB 2.0s. And what I've come to notice is that the Kyrie 6 and the Adapt BBs are a little more similar as far as the performance is concerned. Now, the only thing as far as the difference between the Kyrie 6 and the Adapts is that, put it like this, laces can actually really do something. And auto lacing works in this kick, but I think auto lacing still has places to go to be able to maximize the customization, right, in your laces. Because sometimes you'll pull the lace stronger here, depending on where the eyelet's at, and you'll make it stronger. You'll pull it more, and you're able to customize that and tighten it the way you want. Here, if you want to make it tight, you got to go all the way to 100, and it's going to be tight, and it's not going to be, can't loosen it up in certain pockets. So, in the Jordan 34s, I love those kicks. I love them. I'm starting to really grow on them. I'm going to have a third video on those. But back to this. These are very comparable to the Kyrie 6 as far as the performance is concerned. I enjoy playing in these. I enjoy it. Yes, they're heavy. They're more heavy towards the back. Whenever you kind of try to feel these, they feel heavier back here and on the back end. And I really don't have complaints as far as the weight. Early on, playing in these, it hurts your foot. It really does, especially for an obese guy like myself. These kicks hurt your feet when you're rocking them, especially when you got them on the top, the top level of tightness. Now, whenever I'm playing, sometimes I loosen up the tightness initially when I first played in these, but not anymore. I could put these kicks on and I go have a hell of a good time. And then people will notice the kicks like, yo, you got the $400 kicks, you crazy. I'm like, yeah, I am crazy, but yeah. I think people have said, why would you even play in these basketball shoes? They cost so much. Like, well, because they're basketball shoes. We're going to play in them. Anyway, let's get on to the cushion now. Cushion setup on this basketball shoe. It is really good. I mean, if you look at it, you'll see the midsole. It has all the creases everywhere. It is really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't even know what else to say to it. I know it has that turbo zoom in the forefoot, and I'm pretty sure it has that Phylon stuff back here. Again, I'm not gonna know every single aspect as far as the cushion setup is concerned, but I know it has that turbo unit up front. It works very well. The midsole has its creases, so that means it's doing its job. It's helping me out with the cushion setup, and you can't go wrong with this. Again, this is a very comparable shoe to the Kyrie 6, and the Kyrie 6 performs amazing. The Jordan 34s perform amazing, and these in their own right perform very amazing. I enjoy playing in these kicks, but I need to get footage for y'all on the basketball court, so I'm gonna save that for episode 2. We get more footage, be able to break it down in more details, but I didn't want to hold this up anymore. I wanted to give y'all something to kind of let y'all know about how these shoes have been performing. Now, one last thing, and I saved this for the end. Playing basketball in these kicks, your toes tend to hurt. My toe hurts up top in this section up here. I'm still trying to figure out why. Is it because it's so tight? Is it because the way the shoe is made up? Or maybe because I'm testing 3 kicks at one time. I don't know why my toes are hurting whenever I'm playing this kick individually. But there is something I feel that is with this material up top that is causing it. But I need to play in them a little bit more, and I'll be able to figure that out in the next episode. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this performance update episode 1 on the Nike Adapt BB 2.0. It's been your boy TGK. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.